Alright, so I'm pretty late with this one, but I was really early with the Christmas live stream and everything, but wasn't pretty late to covering this, although not a whole lot to cover compared to the previous patch with the Christmas event and everything. There's a lot in there, but figured I'd just make a video going over what's going to be coming up soon next week, probably like Monday or so. And then once I'm done, I'll talk a little bit about what I've got sort of planned. But anyways, I would have gotten this up sooner, but I didn't have internet for the morning and I had some other stuff to do. So Firenze Lemon, just gonna call her Lemon. She's going to be the next limited character. Gonna be an Umbro character. There's nothing confirming what place or type character she is. And as I was just recording, they put up a post talking about Firenze. I knew I should have waited a little bit longer to record. I was kind of wanting them to, you know, I was really wanting this information so I can like put this in the middle. But okay, so yeah, she is a Vanguard, so that's actually that's very good actually. And I'm this is probably a character that I would recommend people get because the Umbra element is lacking a fair amount. Because there isn't a 5-star you know, Vanguard DPS character. Like Terra element is also kind of lacking, but it at least has a Vanguard, which is actually pretty freaking good if you do a Mark team with Tilia. Umbra doesn't have a whole lot going on with it as far as like good DPS characters, so this is probably a character I would before she releases it and everything, I'm going to say she is probably a character you're gonna want to pull for, because you're gonna want a DPS character of each element. That's kind of how this game is gonna be. So, and sure, you know, versatile characters you can get by using a versatile character as a DPS and whatever, but you really want a Vanguard character as a DPS. Obviously, she gets her new disc. Fuyuka, she's gonna be getting a new 3D, an actual skin, 3D skin. Which looks, it's nice. It's not too bad. Yep, we already know Firenze's new character with her disc. Mystique is gonna be the other character to they usually have a rerun go alongside. Well, I say rerun, but these they've been going through the standard characters and having their banners up, but kind of hoping Mystique works with Firenze, but because I do like Mystique quite a bit. The unfortunate thing is though is having her banner up alongside Firenze is kind of, I mean, if you're able to get both of them, like that's pretty good, but it's kind of a lot of pulls to kind of spend to try and get both of them. And then Mystique's disc. I don't have Mystique's disc, but don't think it's too crucial of one to get. And Fuyuka's 3D outfit, which again looks fairly nice. This is Amber's 2D outfit, not 3D. It is a 2D. So, and this is for the battle pass. They're always gonna have a 2D skin for the battle pass. I like, some people don't really like that, and I guess I kind of get it. Like, it's kind of a bit pointless, I suppose. Something that I think would be kind of neat if they did, you know, later on, you know, they actually do make these into actual like 3D skins, and then anybody who bought the battle passes for the 2D skins before got like you know, a heavy discount on the 3D skin when they released the 3D version of the skins. That would be really neat if they did that. Highly doubt they will, but hey, just a thought to throw out there, because people do like these skins and they do want the 3D versions of them. So yep, Lucky Treasure Shovel. This is the 3rd time we're having it. I actually like this one the most, with the minigames that they have in there. I think they go back and forth between 2. This is tower defense. Not much else to say about that. They did do this one before. It was fine. I mean, it's tower defense. I mean, you know, this, if I recall correctly, this is an event where it'll ask you for certain records, and you essentially give, or, you know, use records to complete certain objectives with it. I think it ran for like maybe a week or so, and you had like the whole week to do them. But you could probably save some records ahead of time, get some records made, and then just kind of use them. I think some of the objectives required certain elements of characters to be used, but I mean, you can also just cover all your bases with records for previously. But yep, new Cataclysm Survivor, which Umbra's gonna be the new shield element. Gonna have an Umbra boss, which is also fire. This one's probably gonna be rough for a lot of people. If you don't have Geary, it's probably gonna be pretty rough for a lot of new players, because the Blade of Jade boss, that's gonna be a tough one for a lot of people. You could probably get by with the Flavor Dread, like if you have, you know, a Snowish Laru, somebody. But then we're gonna be getting a new Nova Times chapter, which, if I'm not mistaken, this will probably pop up on the second half of the update. Not 100% sure on that. I don't think they say here, but... And then, of course, we have the main story update event, which you can see we get a new disc. They always give out free 5-star disc with the event. There's usually more rewards than this. I don't think they've shown all of the rewards, because we get roughly 3 tickets of both limited and standard. So and I believe that is it. Yes. So not too big of an update. I mean, it's fairly standard. I mean, the last one was, you know, it's a Christmas update, so they're obviously going to do a lot of things with it and whatever. But also confirmation that they're going to actually be doing holiday themed events, which is what I really like to see. But I'm very much looking forward to Friends. Like her design and everything. It's probably one of my favorite characters design wise so far. So I'm probably gonna be possibly dumping everything I have saved up we'll see. I'm gonna even try to go for a disc, even though I don't think I'm starting to learn more and more about how not necessary a lot of discs are for characters, like, you know, signature discs or whatever. And almost in some ways that they're kind of a detriment, because the next, you know, the video I'm wanting to do is talk about records, and I'm kind of learning some things as I'm, you know, trying to get information and kind of figure out how I'm wanting to do them. And I'm kind of finding out that you get signature discs, and like, I understand like score isn't everything, but it is actually fairly difficult to get a high score if you're using a signature disc, because the signature discs will usually want relatively rare notes. Melody of Luck and the elemental notes, they're relatively rare notes to get in an Ascension run. Specifically, especially the Melody of Luck. That one's a very rare note. Probably more rare than the musical note. I'm kind of figuring out, but... So, that's why, that's one, you know, video I'm trying to kind of figure out, get going, working. And hopefully I can get that made relatively soon here, get that put out, because I haven't uploaded for maybe 2 weeks, so I want to try and get some videos made and put out. I've also thought about things that I'd want to see in the game, or what should be put in as well, which maybe they are going to put some of that stuff in, they just didn't share it here. I don't know, but anyways. That's roughly what I've been sort of doing as far as like Stella Sora content goes, so believe that's about it. So if you got to end of the video, got to my rambling, thanks for listening, and I'll see ya.